Studies on how the mind interacts with the environment show that physical space is a direct extension of our inner energy. If lately nothing seems to flow, if you feel stuck or overwhelmed, the source might be right there, in the place where you rest, dream, and begin each day. Your home is much more than just walls and objects. It is a living reflection of your inner world, an energetic network that constantly responds to your emotions and thoughts. Every argument, every worry, even forgotten objects leave invisible traces that shape the atmosphere, deeply affecting your well-being. But here's the good news. You don't need complex ceremonies or advanced knowledge to change this. In this video, you'll discover simple yet powerful techniques to cleanse, reprogram, and bless your space, aligning it with your deepest desires. Stay until the end and learn how to turn your home into the energy sanctuary you need to transform your life. Have you ever felt like your house speaks to you? Maybe not with words, but with sensations that wrap around you the moment you walk in. That unexplained heaviness in certain corners or that comforting warmth in others. It's not a coincidence. It's your home's energy interacting with you, like a silent echo of your own emotions, thoughts, and experiences. What few people know is that this energy field isn't static. It's constantly moving, absorbing, and returning everything that happens within its walls. Your home's energy is like an unwritten book where every decision, every emotion, every action leaves an indelible mark. Jung, the influential Swiss psychiatrist who revolutionized the study of the unconscious, taught us that the external environment is actually a reflection of our inner world. According to him, what we deny in ourselves manifests in our surroundings as fate. So, the state of our home can mirror our deepest emotions, our internal conflicts, and even our most hidden dreams. It's a tangible projection of our psyche. And when we learn to read that mirror, we discover that we hold the power to transform it. Imagine for a moment that your house is a living being, an extension of you that breathes with your emotions and moves with your intentions. Messy spaces, for example, don't just create visual chaos. They also block the flow of energy. Every accumulated object is like an anchor to the past, creating stagnation that affects your ability to move forward. On the other hand, a clean space filled with positive intention becomes fertile ground where opportunities blossom almost effortlessly. Think about it. Why do some homes feel warm and welcoming, while others seem to drain your energy as soon as you step in? The answer lies in what Jung described as the collective unconscious, an invisible fabric that connects all minds and also reflects in the spaces we inhabit. Your home is infused not just with your energy, but with the emotional imprints of everyone who has ever lived there. These vibrations can act like magnets, attracting or repelling well-being, harmony, and abundance. If you take the time to observe, you'll notice how certain areas of your home have their own personality. The front door, for example, is much more than just a physical entrance. It's an energetic threshold, the point where external and internal energies meet. When we ignore this space, it can become a filter that lets in conflict, worry, or even stagnation. But if you bless it intentionally, you can turn it into a portal that invites only harmony and peace. Then there's the kitchen, that space where you nourish not just your body, but also your spirit. Ancient traditions saw it as the heart of the home, a sacred place where abundance materializes through food. Have you noticed that cooking with gratitude can completely change the taste of a dish? That same energy flows into the environment. A neglected kitchen can become a symbol of scarcity, while one illuminated by positive intention transforms into a magnetic center of prosperity. And we can't forget the bedroom, the sanctuary where you rest, dream, and regenerate. Without peace, or with too much stress or technology, rest is interrupted, and with it, your ability to dream and renew. Here, a simple ritual like visualizing blue light around your bed can make the difference between restless nights and deep, restorative sleep. Negative energy doesn't always show up, obviously. Sometimes it's the small habits that contribute to stagnation, forgotten items in dark corners, tasks that never get completed, or even memories tied to painful emotions. All of this creates a density that affects your mood and mental clarity. Releasing these blockages not only transforms your space, but also opens the way for new possibilities in your life. Jung said that what we give attention to grows. This means that when you choose to focus your energy on transforming your home, you're planting seeds of change in your reality. Something as simple as opening the windows to let in fresh air can become a ritual of energetic cleansing. Imagine it, fresh air rushing in like a stream of light, carrying away all that is old, stagnant, unnecessary. Meanwhile, the scent of incense purifies every corner, leaving a sense of clarity and renewal. And what about words? The words you speak in your home have a much greater impact than you realize. Criticism, complaints, and arguments create a heavy atmosphere that affects everyone living there. But words filled with love, gratitude, and clarity act like balms that lift the space's vibration. Imagine saying out loud, "This home is full of light and harmony," and each word becomes an echo that resonates in the walls, soaked in positive intention. For those who believe these practices are too simple to be effective, let me remind you of something Jung understood deeply. The soul needs rituals. No matter how advanced we become as a society, our psyche craves symbolic acts that connect the tangible with the invisible. When you bless your home, you're not just cleansing the physical space, you're renewing your internal energy. It's a reminder that you hold the power to transform your reality from the inside out. Visualize this as you speak affirmations filled with intention. Picture a golden light wrapping every corner of your house, from the front door to the hidden spaces. That light acts like a protective shield, repelling dense energy and attracting only the best for you and your loved ones. Now think about the impact this could have not only on your home, but on your everyday life. What would change if each day started and ended in a space that nourishes your soul and lifts your vibration? The key lies in turning small habits into meaningful rituals. By clearing clutter, you're not just organizing, you're freeing energy to flow again. By blessing the front door, you're inviting love and peace into your life. By visualizing your kitchen glowing with radiant light, you're creating a tangible symbol of abundance. And by surrounding your bedroom with blue light, you're ensuring each night brings deep and restful sleep. This journey is just beginning. Stay with me, because what comes next will forever change how you see your home and its impact on your life. Ready to discover how to turn every corner into a magnet for well-being, harmony, and prosperity? Every space in your home is like a note in an energetic symphony that you play every day, consciously or unconsciously. The question is, does that music resonate in harmony with what you want in life, or create a dissonance that keeps you stuck? Jung reminded us that what we repress inside manifests in our surroundings, as if the house itself were a stage reflecting what we carry within. This means that clutter in a room might reveal more than just misplaced items. It could be a mirror of unresolved thoughts, forgotten goals, or emotions that need to be released. Picture this. You open your front door, and instead of feeling welcomed by peace, you're met with heaviness, a space that drains your energy and overwhelms you. That's not a design problem or a superficial mess. It's trapped energy sending out warning signals. But here's the powerful part. You have the control to change that vibration. Every time you let go of something that no longer serves you, you're not just clearing physical space. You're sending a clear message to the universe that you're ready for the new. Objects are not just things. They're containers of memories and emotions. A dress you haven't worn in years, for example, might carry the energy of a time when you didn't feel confident. Why keep holding on to something that no longer represents you? Now think about the kitchen, not just where meals are made, but where the energy that nourishes the whole family is created. Jung said, the collective energy of a space deeply affects everyone who lives in it. And the kitchen is the clearest example of that. Cooking in a rush, without intention, or in the middle of clutter can symbolize scarcity or anxiety. But if you tidy the space, light a candle, and silently give thanks for the ingredients before you begin, you completely change the energy. You're turning an everyday act into a powerful ritual of abundance and gratitude. The bedroom is another key space, your refuge, the place where you disconnect from the world to recharge body and mind. What message are you sending your subconscious if your bed is surrounded by technology, piles of clothes, or decorations you no longer love? Remember, rest isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Imagine a soft blue light wrapping around your bed like an energetic embrace, ensuring calm and restorative sleep. That simple visualization can shift not only how well you sleep, but also how you face each new day. And what about the living room? The space where you welcome loved ones or spend time with family also absorbs and reflects the energy of every interaction. Ongoing arguments can linger like invisible echoes in the walls and furniture, but a simple ritual, like wiping down surfaces with a damp cloth while repeating words like harmony or love, can act as an energetic reset. In fact, Jung believed that symbols and words have a deep transformative power on the unconscious. So, when you speak positive affirmations in your living room, you're not just refreshing the atmosphere, you're reprogramming your mind to attract more loving and healthy relationships. One element that often gets overlooked: the corners. Those dark or cluttered spots don't just block energy, they often represent what you're avoiding in life. Maybe it's a corner you always ignore because you're unsure what to do with it. Cleaning and revitalizing those areas, even just by adding a plant or a warm light, can bring a sense of clarity and renewal. It's like clearing that space also clears parts of yourself that were stuck. The power of words in your home can't be underestimated. Jung said that words carry a kind of magic that resonates deep within the psyche. Every time you complain or speak negatively, you're planting that energy in your space. But when you choose words filled with intention, like, "This home is a place of peace and prosperity," you create an atmosphere that lifts not only your energy, but also that of anyone who shares the space with you. It's as if words become the invisible thread, weaving a higher energy field. Think about the front door. It determines what comes in and what goes out, setting the tone for your whole home. Blessing this space can be as simple as placing your hands on the door and saying, "Only goodness may enter, only peace may leave." Visualize a golden light surrounding the entrance, like a protective shield that filters out what doesn't belong and welcomes what nourishes. These small rituals are key. Opening the windows isn't just for ventilation. It's about letting old energies out and making room for new vibrations. Lighting incense or using essential oils isn't just to make it smell nice. It raises the vibrational frequency of the space. Imagine it as painting your home with light and fragrance, telling a new story, one that you get to write. Reflect on what emotions, thoughts, and dreams you want your home to reflect. What kind of energy do you want your walls to absorb and return to your daily life? It's not about transforming everything overnight, but starting with small, meaningful steps. A refreshed corner today, a positive mantra tomorrow, and soon you'll see how your home begins to align with the future you want to build. The most exciting part of this journey is that as you transform your home, you're also transforming yourself. It's a virtuous cycle where each physical change echoes within you, and each internal shift alters your surroundings. What else might you discover when you truly connect with your environment? Get ready to unlock secrets that could change your life in ways you never imagined. Your home is like an energetic canvas, and every action, every word, every thought within it becomes a brushstroke, adding color and texture. But it's not just any canvas. It breathes with you, pulses with your emotions, and holds the invisible stories of your life in its corners. It can either propel you toward your biggest dreams or quietly hold you back. Jung spoke of the collective unconscious as the thread that connects everything we are with everything around us. Your home is a tangible extension of that. It's like a crystal, reflecting your deepest thoughts and emotional states. If your space is full of clutter, neglect, or tension, it's no surprise if your mind feels overwhelmed, chaotic, or stagnant. But here's the revelation. Just as you can shift your inner world, you can also rewrite the energy of your home, and with it, change the course of your life. Think of something as simple as an old chair in the corner of a room. At first glance, it's just an object, but if that chair is broken, forgotten, or tied to difficult memories, it becomes a constant reminder of what's unresolved, a kind of energetic, dead weight. Now imagine replacing it with something you truly love, a plant that breathes life into the space, a warm lamp that adds light, or even an object that inspires you. That small change doesn't just enhance the look, it shifts the energy and how you feel when you're there. Even the tiniest rituals are powerful tools to reconnect with your home's energy. Opening the windows isn't just about fresh air, it's about releasing heavy energies and making space for light and renewal. When you do, picture every breeze carrying away old worries, making room for new possibilities. Add a clear intention and repeat words like harmony or clarity. This simple act becomes a physical reminder of your commitment to yourself. Jung once said, "Who looks outside dreams. Who looks inside awakens." But what happens when both perspectives connect? Looking inward means recognizing how your space mirrors your emotions. Looking outward means using your space as a catalyst for inner transformation. Every shift you make in your home echoes in your psyche, and vice versa. Take colors, for example. The colors in your home have a direct effect on your mood and the energy of the space. A bedroom painted in dull tones or overwhelmed with decor might feel suffocating, like it's hard to breathe. Now imagine the same room painted in a soft, calming blue, minimalist, with only a few items you truly love. That change doesn't just alter how it looks, it transforms how your mind experiences rest. It's as if everything suddenly finds balance, a subtle, energetic whisper saying, "Here, you can be at peace." Then there are the words. The words you speak in your home are more than just sounds. They're vibrations that directly impact your space. When you speak with love and gratitude, it's like planting invisible seeds of positive energy that blossom over time. On the other hand, constant complaints, criticism, or even prolonged silence can build a dense, heavy energy that's hard to shake. So next time you're feeling frustrated, pause, breathe, choose your words intentionally. You could say something as simple as, "This space is a sanctuary of calm and wellness." Over time, those words will become the energetic foundation on which your days are built. Let's come back to the front door, the portal where the outside world meets your inner space. Blessing this entrance doesn't require elaborate rituals, but its effect can be profound. Before leaving, place your hands on the door and visualize a golden light protecting everyone who crosses that threshold. Imagine that those who enter bring love and good intentions, and those who leave carry peace and clarity. This small act can shift the way you relate to others and to the world beyond your home. Now think about inherited objects. We often keep them for their sentimental value, but we rarely consider the energy they carry. A lamp that belonged to a relative, for example, might be filled with happy memories, but also with the energy of a time that no longer represents you. Ask yourself, does this object bring something positive to my life? If the answer is no, maybe it's time to let it go. Making space for the new is not just a physical act, it's a symbolic one that tells the universe you're ready to receive. The kitchen, as the heart of the home, also deserves special attention. If you felt disconnected from your purpose or stuck in a routine, begin here. Before making a meal, take a moment to thank the ingredients, even if you're just cooking something simple. This conscious act turns the cooking process into a ritual of abundance. You can imagine each food glowing with light, and that as you eat, you're nourishing not just your body, but your spirit too. Finally, think about the importance of forgotten spaces, those closets you never open, those boxes in the garage that haven't been touched in years. They're not just clutter, they symbolize stagnant energy. Each time you choose to clean one of these spaces, you're releasing not only objects, but also the emotions and thoughts tied to them. It's as if the simple act of tidying up illuminates corners of your mind that also needed care. And as you walk this path of transformation, remember, you don't have to do it all at once. Every small change, every intentional gesture is a victory that adds up over time. Because in the end, what truly matters isn't just how your home looks, but how it makes you feel. Ready to keep exploring? When you start to see your home as more than just a physical space, you realize that every corner tells a story. Think of that spot where you always pile things, clothes you no longer wear, papers you forgot why you kept, or memories that no longer represent you. It's as if that space was speaking, silently reminding you that something in your life needs attention. Have you ever wondered why you feel an almost instant relief after tidying up a place like that? It's not just because it looks cleaner, but because in doing so, you release stuck energy that was blocking your well-being. Jung used to talk about how the psyche constantly seeks balance. The chaos in our surroundings is often a reflection of something inside us that needs alignment. So when you choose to reorganize, clean, or transform a space, you're not only changing your environment, you're sending a powerful signal to your subconscious that you're ready to let go of the old and welcome the new. Let's think of a common example: an overflowing closet. Every time you open it, you face an avalanche of things you no longer use but haven't had the courage to remove. That buildup feels like a burden, even if you're not fully aware of it. Now imagine taking a day to empty that closet, to intentionally decide what to keep and what to release. As you fold the clothes you still love or give thanks to the ones you choose to donate, something shifts. Not only does your closet look more organized, but you also feel lighter, as if each garment was an emotion you finally let go of. But it's not only about removing. There's also magic in adding elements that lift the energy of your home. Plants, for example, don't just decorate, they bring life and purify the air. A plant placed strategically in a room can transform its vibration, serving as a constant reminder of growth and renewal. Even something as simple as moving a piece of furniture can unlock stuck energy. According to ancient principles like Feng Shui, movement in the home reflects movement in your life, opening the way for new opportunities. Another key aspect is how lights and scents can change the perception of a space. A warm light in a room can make it feel cozy and safe, while a cold one might reinforce feelings of tension or stress. The same goes for scents. A sandalwood incense or a lavender candle doesn't just smell good. They create an atmosphere of calm and connection. These small choices allow you to intentionally shape the kind of energy you want flowing in your home. The power of intention can't be underestimated. Jung believed that symbolism has a direct impact on the unconscious, and when you apply this principle to your home, every action becomes a ritual with meaning. For example, blessing the dining table before a meal, no matter how simple it is, turns that moment into an experience filled with gratitude and abundance. You can imagine golden light wrapping around the table, filling the food with nourishing energy that feeds not only your body, but also your spirit. Words are also a key tool. How many times have you spoken negatively without realizing the effect it has on the space? Constant arguments or complaints don't just affect your relationships, they also densify the environment. But when you choose to speak with love, gratitude, and clarity, you're sowing higher vibrations that transform not only the space, but also how you feel being in it. Think about it. If, upon waking, you choose to say something like, "Today will be full of peace and possibilities," that declaration resonates in the air, like you're preparing the ground for good things to happen. And speaking of preparing the ground, we can't forget the connection between home and dreams. The bedroom, in particular, is a sacred space where the unconscious mind works to heal, regenerate, and explore. But so often, we fill that space with distractions, TVs, electronic devices, or even piles of unfinished tasks. Each of those elements sends a subliminal message to your mind. There's no rest here. But when you decide to clear this space, reduce it to the essentials, and imagine it bathed in blue light before sleeping, you're telling yourself, "Here, I can be at peace. Here, I can dream." Of course, not everything has to be perfect all the time. Life is always shifting, and it's natural that your home reflects that flow. Yet the key lies in being aware of how every action and every decision affects the energetic field of your space. When you begin to view your home as an ally instead of just a place you inhabit, you realize the immense power you hold to shape your life. Imagine for a moment that every corner of your home is an extension of your thoughts and emotions. How would you want it to feel? What story would you want each room, each object, and each space to tell? The answers to these questions won't just change your home. They'll change how you relate to yourself and to the world. And the best part is, this journey is only beginning. What new discoveries await you as you deepen this connection between your environment and your inner energy? When you start to see your home as a reflection of yourself, you begin to notice small details that once went unnoticed. Those crooked paintings, the curtains you never open, or that rug you can't even remember why it's there. Each of these elements, though seemingly insignificant, is sending a silent message. But what is it really saying? Are they aligned with what you want to manifest in your life? This is where the magic begins. Through observation, through questioning, through transformation. Carl Jung taught us that symbolism is a powerful tool for understanding ourselves better, and your home is full of symbols waiting to be deciphered. That lamp you no longer switch on could represent an idea or project you've put on pause. The messy corner by the couch might mirror something inside you needing attention. When you interact with these elements and transform them, you're not just cleaning your space, you're taking concrete steps toward a clearer, more aligned life. Now imagine walking through your home with a renewed intention. You pass through the living room and pause at the couch where you always end your day. Ask yourself, what emotions dominate here? If that space is filled with stress, distractions, or tense conversations, it could be draining your energy without you even noticing. A simple way to shift that vibration is by adding elements that evoke calm, an aromatic candle, a soft blanket, or even a small painting that inspires you. This doesn't just change the physical space, it transforms the way you engage with it. The dining room, on the other hand, holds a special kind of energy. It's where you share meals, where conversations flow and connections deepen. But if the table is constantly piled with papers, electronics, or pending tasks, it loses that energy of unity. Take a moment to clear it. As you do, visualize that table as the center of abundance in your life, a place where each meal becomes a ritual of gratitude. Even a gesture, as simple as placing fresh flowers, can shift the energy of the entire home, as if saying, "Here, I honor what I have. Here, I make room for more." The children's room, if you have one, is another key space. Kids also absorb the energy of their surroundings. And a room overloaded with toys, cluttered clothes, or too much technology can cause more agitation than calm. Imagine reducing that space to the essentials: colors that promote tranquility, toys that genuinely excite them, and enough open space for creativity to flow. This simple act of reorganizing not only gives them a more harmonious place, but also teaches them to connect with what truly matters. Then there's the bathroom, a space we often overlook, yet one with deep symbolism. It's where we literally and energetically cleanse what we no longer need. Jung believed we need rituals to integrate our experiences, and the bathroom is the perfect place for that. As you shower, imagine the water not only washing your body, but also rinsing away your worries, fears, and heavy energy. This simple exercise can turn your daily routine into a moment of renewal and clarity. Few people consider the impact that sound has on a home. A house in total silence can feel empty, while one filled with constant noise may create anxiety. This is where you can use sound as a balancing tool. Play gentle music, nature sounds, or even Tibetan bells to fill the space with uplifting vibrations. Think of it as a sound bath for your home, a way to invite peace and harmony into every corner. Now let's go back to the idea of inherited or second-hand objects. While they may hold sentimental value, they also carry the energy of their past. A family heirloom might be a beautiful reminder of your roots, but it could also hold emotions that no longer serve you. Jung believed our ties to the past are meaningful, but they shouldn't define us. If an object no longer brings you joy or peace, consider thanking it for its time with you and let it go. This isn't just an act of discarding. It's a symbolic declaration that you're ready to create new stories. As you walk through your home with this fresh perspective, begin to notice not just what you see, but what you feel. There are rooms you avoid, spaces that feel heavy without a clear reason. These are usually areas holding stagnant energy that needs attention. You could light a candle, burn some incense, or simply open the windows to let in fresh air and light. As you do, repeat words of intention. This space is filled with clarity and love. Visualize each corner, lighting up with renewed energy, as if you're awakening it to new possibilities. Also think about the power of walking barefoot around your home. This simple act connects you to the ground, to the very foundation of your space. It's a way to ground yourself and align your energy with your home's. As you walk, imagine releasing what no longer serves you and absorbing what your home offers: safety, comfort, and belonging. And as you continue exploring this connection between your space and your energy, you'll realize that every small change you make in your environment has a profound effect on how you feel and on the opportunities you attract. Your home isn't just where you live, it's the vibrant reflection of who you are and who you're meant to become. What other secrets might you discover as you deepen this unique relationship? When you transform your home into an intentional space, full of meaning and aligned with your emotions, you begin to notice changes that go far beyond the physical. It's as if the puzzle pieces begin to fit together in a magical way. That heaviness you used to carry when you walked through the door begins to lift. In its place, there's a quiet welcome that embraces you every time you come home. That's no coincidence. It's the response of a space that's been freed from blocks and infused with your renewed energy. Think about your connection with mirrors. Jung described reflections not just as something we see, but as a window into the unconscious. Each time you pass by a mirror in your home, what do you really see? Beyond your physical image, that reflection carries a message about how you feel, who you are in that moment, and how you perceive your life. Now imagine using mirrors as tools to amplify light and positive energy. Place one across from a window that receives natural light and watch how the ambience shifts. That light doesn't just brighten the room, it uplifts your mood, projecting clarity and expansion. Another powerful symbol within the home is the interior doors. Every door you open is a transition, a threshold between one state and another. But what happens if those doors are blocked by clutter or damaged? It's as if those physical obstacles represent inner resistance. By freeing the doors of unnecessary burdens, you also free up symbolic pathways in your life, allowing things to flow with greater ease. The kitchen, so often used without much thought, holds tremendous potential for manifesting abundance. Jung believed that everyday actions, when done with intention, become rituals that nourish the soul. Before preparing a meal, take a moment to appreciate the ingredients and the process. As simple as it may seem, this gesture turns your kitchen into an altar of prosperity. Every dish you make becomes infused with the energy of your intention. And somehow, that energy comes back to you as opportunities, deeper relationships, or unexpected solutions. Now consider the impact of color in your home. The tones you choose don't just affect how a space looks, but also how it feels. Warm shades like yellow or orange evoke energy and enthusiasm, while blues and greens encourage calm and balance. Imagine a small change, like adding soft-toned pillows in your living room or painting a wall a color that inspires you. This shift, even if subtle, can completely change the dynamic of the space, helping you feel more aligned with your emotions and goals. The bedroom remains one of the most sacred places in a home. It's where the body and soul rest, regenerate, and dream. But if it's overwhelmed with technology, harsh lighting, or objects that don't bring you joy, it becomes a place of disconnection rather than refuge. To restore its purpose, try small symbolic acts. Turn off devices before bed, use a warm light lamp instead of bright ones, and add elements that bring peace, like a plant or a book you love. As you prepare for sleep, visualize a soft blue light covering your bed, calming restless thoughts and preparing you for deep rest. The front door is also a key point in this journey. Jung would say, thresholds represent transformation, leaving something behind to move towards something new. Taking a moment to bless your entrance can significantly shift the energy that enters your home. Place something meaningful by the door, like a plant or a grounding stone, and visualize the doorway as a filter, letting in only the positive and shielding you from negativity. Every time you cross that threshold, you remind yourself that your home is a sanctuary, a space working in your favor. Don't forget the small daily rituals, because these gestures slowly build a foundation of positive energy. Something as simple as lighting a candle each night can become a moment of connection with yourself and your space. As you do it, repeat an affirmation. This flame lights my home and fills every corner with love, clarity, and abundance. These small acts have deep impact, transforming the ordinary into something extraordinary. And then there's the act of letting go of what's no longer needed. Every object you choose to release frees not just physical space, but emotional space as well. It's a reminder that detachment isn't loss, it's opening space for what's to come. Jung spoke of individuation as a way to integrate what's essential and release what no longer serves. When you clean out a drawer, a closet, or even a box of old memories, you're practicing this principle, choosing with intention what accompanies you on your journey. As you continue this process of transformation, remember, it's not about doing everything at once. Every small change, every act of intention is a step toward a home that reflects who you are and who you're becoming. What other stories might your space be holding, waiting to be discovered and rewritten? What new possibilities might reveal themselves as you walk this path of connection between your home and your energy? And so, each corner of your home begins to tell a different story, a story that resonates with your purpose, your dreams, and your deepest emotions. Every object you choose to keep or release, every light you turn on, every word you speak within those walls weaves an invisible thread that connects your present to the future you wish to build. Your home becomes more than just shelter. It becomes a living mirror, a silent ally that walks beside you as you move through life. Imagine for a moment how energy shifts when you light a candle with intention. The flame isn't just light, it's a reminder of your ability to illuminate even the darkest spaces, both around and within you. And as the candle burns, you feel the air around you soften, as if every corner is breathing with you, sharing your desire to create a space filled with harmony, gratitude, and abundance. Releasing the old and clearing the unnecessary isn't just a physical process. It's a deep conversation with yourself. It's telling yourself, I'm ready to move forward, to make space for what's coming. And in that release, something shifts. Opportunities that once seemed distant begin to approach. Relationships flow more smoothly, and your days feel lighter, as if every part of your life begins to align with a renewed frequency. Each time you bless a space, each time you visualize light filling your home, you set in motion a cycle with no beginning or end, a continuous flow between what you offer the world and what the world offers you in return. It's a cycle of gratitude that grows with every small action, opening a window, wiping down a surface, giving thanks for the roof that shelters you, or the bed that holds you each night. And that cycle doesn't just transform your surroundings, it reshapes how you relate to yourself, to others, and to your own dreams. Your front door is no longer just a place of passage, it's the portal where your intentions begin. Each time you cross it, coming or going, you're stepping into a space that reflects your energy, or taking with you a piece of the peace you've built there. That simple gesture of placing your hands on the door and seeing it as a shield of light changes the quality of your interactions with the outside world. It's like reminding yourself, every time you step through, who you are and what kind of energy you choose to carry. And as you move through your living room, your kitchen, your bedroom, you realize something has shifted. The energy feels lighter, clearer, and so does your mind. Decisions that once felt heavy now flow with ease. Days that once felt dull now glow with subtle hues. It's as if transforming your home has unlocked a new way of seeing your life. A space where possibilities are endless and balance feels within reach. But the real power of this process is that it never ends. There's always a candle to light, a corner to refresh, an affirmation to speak. Each day brings a new opportunity to deepen this connection between your home and your energy. And as you continue on this path, you discover that the impact goes far beyond your walls. It touches every area of your life and echoes through the people you love, the places you visit, and the goals you achieve. What new doors are you ready to open? What secrets is your home still holding, waiting to be revealed? Maybe the point isn't to answer these questions right away, but to allow the answers to arrive as you observe, transform, and create. Because in the end, your home isn't just where you live, it's where you begin building the future you truly deserve. And that future is always in motion, waiting for your next gesture, your next intention, your next step. Where will it take you? Each day that you choose to interact consciously with your home, you discover that it's not just a physical space. It's a living field of energy that responds to you in unexpected ways. It's as if every corner holds an echo of your intentions, amplifying them and returning them as clarity, well-being, and opportunity. The air feels lighter, ideas come easier, and ordinary moments begin to carry a meaning that once felt missing. It's not just about cleaning or rearranging, It's about reconnecting with an energy source that's always been there, waiting to be activated. Funny how something as simple as opening a window can spark such a deep shift. That breeze doesn't just bring in fresh air, it symbolizes new possibilities. Imagine each gust carrying a spark of renewal, pushing out stagnant energy and clearing paths that once seemed blocked. This simple act becomes a powerful statement. You're ready to receive, to let the new find its place in your life, to allow energy to flow freely, both within your home and within yourself. And then there's the beauty of those small daily rituals, those gestures we often do without thinking, but that, when filled with intention, completely transform the atmosphere. Maybe it's lighting a candle at the end of the day, placing your hands near the flame as you whisper words of gratitude, or walking barefoot through your home, feeling how each step connects you with the energetic foundation of your space. Each act, however simple, becomes a tangible reminder that you are shaping a space that supports and nourishes you. The impact of these practices doesn't stop at your walls. It ripples into every area of your life. The clarity you feel in your bedroom leads to better decisions. The peace you cultivate in your living room turns into more patience in your relationships. The abundance symbolized in your kitchen begins to manifest as real opportunities that once felt out of reach. It's a cycle of transformation that starts at home but knows no limits. And as you keep interacting with your space, you begin to see it's not a destination. It's a continuous journey. There's always a corner to brighten, an energy to refresh, an object to reassess. Each time you pause to notice, you uncover new layers of meaning in your home and in yourself. It's as if each physical transformation triggers an internal one, and vice versa. Your home becomes a living reflection of who you are and who you are becoming. But what if you could also influence the people who walk through your door? When you bless your entrance with clear intention, you not only transform the energy of your home, but also that of everyone who steps inside. Imagine that each visitor carries away a piece of the peace you've nurtured, and every goodbye feels lighter, more loving. This ongoing exchange of energy turns your home into a space that not only uplifts you, but also uplifts the lives of those around you. The real magic lies in the fact that this process never ends. There are always new ways to connect, fresh intentions to plant, hidden energies to uncover. It's a continuous flow, inviting you to stay present, to explore, and to grow. And as you walk this path, you realize you're not just transforming your home. You're creating an energetic legacy that will outlast you, a space that will continue to vibrate in harmony, holding your dreams and your goals. So the next time you pause in front of a room, a glowing candle, or your front door, remember this: you're not simply interacting with objects or spaces. You're writing a story of renewal, gratitude, and infinite possibility. And as that story keeps unfolding, you, your home, and your life move forward, like a river, always flowing towards something greater, clearer, and full of light.